I totally like Aziza did right now. I did it exact like that. I just make it from forward to the backward and like how I understand the equation. But taco cat, what is this? It's not even it is permutation, but not a palindrome.
What was the difference between permutation and palindrome?
Like I think the palindrome is you can read it from the forward. It's same like from the backward.
Okay, and permutation?
The
Oh.
permutation is like a kind of weird stuff which I don't understand.
1 second, let me Google it.
Yeah, but like I said, the taco cat is like a permutation, but it's not palindrome. You can read it by any way, like from the forward to backward.
So a palindrome is a word or phrase that is the same forwards and backwards. A permutation is a rearrangement of letters. The palindrome does not need to be limited to just dictionary words. Blah, blah, blah. 1 second. That is the same forwards and backwards. Okay, a permutation is a rearrangement of letters. Oh, okay, got it. Got it, okay. So a palindrome is, for example, like Aziza, right? Aziza is reading forwards and backwards the same way. But permutation is, for example, if we just rearrange all the letters in Aziza's name. So, for example, we do ZZAAI. It's still all the letters from her name, but they're not readable, right? So that will be a permutation of Aziza. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So now let's call it with the taco cat thing.
Tact here. I have to
Just
give.
copy it from the.
Yes.
Oh, it's supposed to be taco cat, right?
Now here is the no, maybe it's the not okay. Here is just tact core. It's tact at right like this. Yeah. Yes.
So can you call it with taco cat, please?
Yeah, I want to get a taco cat.
With a white space.
Taco. Like this?
Uh-huh. And run it and see what it will return. I think it will return false.
I hope it is not okay. I did everything okay. False.
Even though it's a palindrome, it's returning false. Because you have excluded the white space, which you're not supposed to do in this case. If you're trying to compare two strings, right? So they should be like really equal to each other. You shouldn't miss any characters there. So let's fix that. So what you can do.
Yes.
1 second. Let me get the control. I will show you something like a quick way to reverse a string.
Yes. Okay, your screen. Okay, approve. Okay. Here.
Okay. Do I have control?
Yes. I have given you.
Okay, cool. So instead of doing this, you guys can just do, and sum is a very confusing variable. I don't think that it's a good name for a variable. So what you can do is you can say reverse string. And you can do string dot split. Do you guys know what split does?
Yeah, yes, we did this like that yesterday.
Split,
Mhm.
join, and reverse.
And
Split, reverse, pop, and then join.
then you need to
So-
give
So what it will do is first it will split it every character of a string to an array. So every character will be its own element inside an array. Then we are reversing that array because a reverse method only works for array. It doesn't work for string. So first, that's why we need to turn it into an array. So we reverse the array and then we join it, right? So now it should return true for, oh, reversed. So now it should return true for taco cat. At least that issue will be resolved. Can you test it, Aziza?
okay. So now I can save. It's still false.
Yeah, it's still false. It's not gonna be true. The backward and forward is not same.
Okay, let us not to spend time, but the logic I understood.
Wait, why is it false?
Because the reversed one and the forward one is not the same. They're different.
Yeah.
They
The
should be.
taco cat, you can't read it from the backward with the same way.
Why? Ta.
Try to read it.
Oh, it's not the same because there is white space, right? So it will be tac
Or
and then space and then ocat. Okay, so in order to compare them effectively, then you need to do this. How should we call a string without white space? String, no space, no space equals to, so then we should get rid of the white spaces from the string altogether. So there is a method for it. There is a method in regex. 1 second, let me Google it.
Asel,
Hmm?
if we did doing the join, it is not gonna be the false even because the in a SATEC portal is not taco cat is tact core. You can make it forward and backward.
yeah.
1 second, let's do it one step at a time. Let's resolve the taco cat issue because it should return false. It should return true. Okay, so there is a method using regex. It's this one. Oh, sorry. String that replace. So in regex, you can replace all of the basically white space.
Yes, yes, yes. Replace. And then
So G is for global. So we are like removing all white spaces and replacing them with just empty string. So hopefully that should work. So then we are reversing string with no space. And we are comparing string with no space. Could you check if it will return true for taco cat now?
yes, it did.
Okay.
Um,
So, and taco cat is a palindrome. Is it considered as a palindrome, right?
yeah, it's so true. It's taco cat, yes.
Okay, so one issue resolved. So what was the input that was returning incorrectly in the SATEC portal? Can we check for it now?
Yes, it was then here was like talked talked
Yeah, tact core.
like this, right? Wait. It was like this, yeah.
So now it should return false for this one. Can you check?
Yeah, 1 second. Asel.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second.
Mhm.
Okay. Yes, false.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
So you
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my God. It should be so that easy. Oh my God. Oh my, I got like surprised, like it looks so simple and so easy, but
Wait,
oh my,
is it turned false or true?
it's this one is not returning false.
But it's supposed to be
True,
turn
yeah.
true. It's not supposed to be false.
Aziza, we didn't finish.
wait,
Ah,
um,
It's
why is
false?
it
we
supposed to
need
be
to
true?
like, yeah, we need to
It's
It's supposed to be true. It's supposed to be like palindrome. It's same. That's why I'm saying.
Oh, so so we're not only checking for palindromes, but also for
also
permutation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Checking all the options, taco cat, adcock ta, and all the options.
yeah, I thought we were only checking for palindromes. So yeah, then I don't think there is you can avoid object here. I think like the most efficient way would be, so this solution, it will only work for palindromes. Only for palindromes, okay? But if you want to solve it for like palindrome and permutation, both of them, so then I think it has to be with an object like you guys did yesterday.
Yeah, yes, so it should be within so State portal tried to give us like check the boss, right? So what I did, it was just for palindrome.
Yes, your current solution will work fine for only palindrome. So if you're only checking for palindrome, this is fine. But for if you want both palindrome and permutation, then yeah, I think like the most efficient way is with an object.
Yeah, with an object. And I also have a question. Like the code I wrote is still did work for polymetron, but if I want to check also permutation, then I can still continue writing the code, right?
So your initial solution
I know
wasn't
it's got a longer code, but still it's gonna work, right?
No, because you were excluding white space. So for example, here, if your input would be taco cat, which is a palindrome, your initial solution was returning false. Why? Because at the end of the day, on line 160, with your initial solution, your initial string was taco cat, right? But the reversed string that you were comparing it with would be taco cat. So if you compare this string to this string, it will not be true. Because when you were looping through the string, when you were doing the reverse loop, you excluded white spaces.
Okay.
Make sense?
Okay.
So that was the issue with your initial solution if it was only for palindrome. So you shouldn't exclude it, because what if they give you something like, okay, ta coquette, right? So then again, you have an issue. And then if you still like include the white space, probably it will still be an issue. So that's why we are globally removing white spaces and then comparing them to avoid that kind of confusion. Yeah, so this is the solution that you wanted to do initially, but just missed the white space thing. But that's only for palindrome, right? So if you want to also check for permutation, which literally says in the name, which I didn't notice, then yeah, then you would have to probably go with an object with the solution that you guys discussed yesterday. Okay.
Okay, I will find out that one later. Okay, thank you very much. But
Thank
it was kind of like an understanding it, like it was really good
Mm-hmm.
for me. I mean, at least I was gonna like
Mm-hmm.
understand what's going on. Thank you very much, Asel.
Thank you. Good job. All right. So today I was thinking we will continue working with the three arrays that I shared last class, students, classes, and teachers. And I have prepared several other questions that I wanted to practice with you. But for the next class, I was thinking if you guys want to discuss classes and constructors. If you want, we can have like a separate class on that. Have you guys discussed classes at all?
No.
Are you using them in any of your classes?
What was the classes?
Class is like object factory. So class is what you use to produce new objects, basically. And it's a very helpful topic to be aware of, to know. But I don't know if you guys want a separate class, or because in the curriculum looks like you were supposed to have a class on classes, but that's why I was curious on like constructors. So in the curriculum, it says that on the 19th of September, you were supposed to talk about classes and constructors, which is Thursday. I see that Marat was the instructor.
No, I don't think we had a class. Wait, 2 weeks. It's about 2 weeks. We don't have a classes. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And in
Oh.
August also we had a lot of
Mm.
August was 1 week off, and then do you remember it was also we skipped some classes there, right? In August.
Okay, good. So then next class, we're gonna cover constructors and classes. So we will have like a separate class dedicated to it. Okay? And maybe polyfills the class after, because I don't think that will be like a separate class. So we will talk about polyfills.
And how we gonna to reach those classes which we already missed with the Marat? So it's about maybe 2 weeks or more.
Just
Let
check
me-
curriculum. Actually, they moved for 1 week, like forward. So it means like we will have more 2 weeks after the graduation.
Oh, that's good. So you guys
No,
have.
Maqsad?
Hmm?
I'm asking Maqsad, they told you about it?
No, I just checked the curriculum, the Excel file, and I just checked the curriculum, and they just deleted the whole. Did you remember the 1 week, the whole week we didn't study? They just deleted and moved everything like forward for 1 week.
Oh, that's good. So you guys have extra.
Still 1 week is not because we did quite skip many classes. Like
For
we
at
need
least with the Marat in this month, we had maybe like 2 classes or 3 classes in September. Many classes we missed.
and also in also August, many classes was skipped there also.
Like, yeah.
Well, what I want to say, total is gonna be like 2 weeks of skipping classes, and he moved to 1 week but I don't know about another week.
So I think, yeah, maybe there will be like extra time for JavaScript or for React, so you guys can catch up. Yeah, also let me ask Izada what's the plan for those topics. Or I don't know if there were like any specific topics, maybe it was more like a practice class. But yeah, I can bring this up so they will let you know of their plans about those classes that were missed. Okay?
Yep.
All right, so if you guys don't mind, then next week we're gonna cover classes and constructors. And then maybe the week after we can talk about polyfills. It's not a huge topic, so it's more like curious observation rather than, anything else. So it will be, I think it will be also interesting for you guys because we have been practicing algorithms for quite some time in Saturday classes. So I was thinking, how can I make this more, also like more useful for you? Maybe are you guys bored with this format or no?
Boarding of what?
With my format for Saturdays?
Oh, no. It's opposite. Need algorithm, without algorithm, the logic is not gonna work.
Okay. So how about others? How are you feeling? Do
Yeah.
you feel so I want to know if you feel like the 3 hours that we're spending, are they spent efficiently for you? Because you are the main like person in this class, right? You're the main people in this class, not me. So I want to know if those 3 hours are efficient for you, if you're getting what you want from this class.
I mean, yeah, it's only one class where we can practice. Like in other classes, we don't need the practice at all.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That we
And
have that kind of class.
Okay, good. Sultan, Maksat, what do you guys think?
For me, it's the same, Asel. Yeah, I'm agree to doing the same for the next classes.
Good. And Maksat, what do you think?
Sorry, can you repeat one more question, please? One more time?
So do you feel like our format of Saturday classes, is it good enough for you guys? Are you getting what you want from this Saturday class?
Yeah, I'm okay. I would just maybe advise you to, what can I advise? No, I guess all good.
Okay. You guys can be straightforward with me. Like, it's my job to give you what you need in these 3 hours. So that's why I was like tossing around with the ideas when I was thinking of like next classes, what we should do. Like, should we sometimes talk about new topics, like extra topics, or do you guys want to continue this kind of format? Until we start React, because when we start React, maybe we will sometimes want to cover some React related stuff there. So yeah, like for the next, how many weeks do we have? Let's see, until we start React. It's pretty soon, I think. It's like probably a week or two, I think.
Honestly, I can't wait when we can start the React.
And get rid out of this DOM.
Yeah, I understand.
Is it
So-
only your class when I'm doing the algorithm stuff and all this stuff? Because like the others days, all I'm doing is DOM. Like because The algorithm is so boring. I don't know. For me, just give me some buttons to create something, some content, maybe.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I understand it's more interesting, right? Like yesterday, I did my to-do list, and it was like it was very funny, you know. Like
Yeah, I don't even like maybe mention how like I'm just start sitting maybe 5 hour left and I like it's so quick because I'm doing something, you know. But
Mhm.
with the algorithm, like 1 2 hours and I'm tired already. Like
Well, good to know. Good to know how you guys feel. But yeah, like I said, I'm here to help you guys. So if there is something that you're struggling with that you want me to, cover like as an extra, push through like some subject or something, let me know because I'm here um, to be helpful, to be useful, to be like a tool for you guys to learn, right? So just let me know. I was thinking maybe you're bored in Saturday classes. So that's why I was like thinking what else we can do. But yeah, I'm full of different ideas. So just let me know if you're bored with algorithms.
we
you know,
have no
I,
choice.
s- I wish we had the choice. Without algorithm, how code is not gonna work, you know. I wish I had, I wish I had the choice.
Yeah, there is no escaping that. There is no escaping, unfortunately. Dawood, you were saying something?
No, I said something. I like we have no choice. So yeah.
Yeah, it's true. You guys are stuck with me and stuck with algorithms for the rest of your life.
Mm.
What is
Okay.
the difference between algorithms and data structure?
Um, I mean, data structures is like a different topic where you cover things like queue, like you cover different types of data structures, right? So that's a class dedicated to that. And your class with Mario is called Algorithms and Data Structures because while you are learning of the new data structures that you guys were not using before, you guys talked about like queue, stack, etc., linked lists, or maybe not yet. Does that ring the bell at all?
Yesterday, we little bit covered about the types of data structures like queue,
Okay.
what was it, static, the
Stack.
stack, yeah, stack, what was it? I don't remember, to be honest.
Mhm.
I
So
think
you
all I learned it was just a name of the you
okay.
and something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just names.
So
Mhm.
the class is called your class with Mario is called Algorithms and Data Structures is because you are learning new data structures in order to solve algorithms efficiently. Yeah, so those data structures, they will help you to solve algorithms more efficiently. Because I guess most of the times when you're faced with a very complex algorithm, the solution that you want to propose is more of a, as they call it, like a naive solution, right? So there with maybe like a large time complexity, right? So those data structures, they will help you solve those algorithms in a more efficient way with a lesser time complexity. Yeah. So that's why the class is called Algorithms and Data Structures.
When we're gonna cover the system design?
I'm not
Uh,
sure.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if it's in the curriculum, to be honest. But if this is something that you want to talk about, you can. I can also ask Izada if this is even on their
If I'm
curriculum.
not mistaken, it's like the one of the questions in interview, right? About the system design. I'm not sure about it. Maybe you know better.
If you're, I mean, if you will be applying to like mid-level positions and not to companies like, you know, Google or Amazon, probably they will not ask you system design related questions. That is more of a like a senior level question. Also, it's a mid-level question if you're applying to a top company. But if you go to like a normal market, let's say, then I don't think it's like very likely that they will ask you system design questions. Okay. All right. So let's start with our class because it's been 40 minutes already and I don't want to waste your time. So I have prepared several questions that I think you guys will really enjoy solving because now I know how much you love solving algorithms. Do I have any volunteers to share their screen?
I think Sultan last time didn't share his screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Davut sold you out, okay. So do you want to share?
Yeah, sure.
That was ruthless. Mm.
You can
Okay.
see my screen, yeah?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
So my first question. So like I said, we're going to be working with the students, classes and teachers array from previous
Yeah.
class. And my first task for you guys, and I really want you to like brainstorm on this one, is I want you to come up with a function that will calculate like a total credit that each student has earned. So I don't know if you guys attended US high school or university, but each class has a number of credits that you earn when you pass this class. So when you graduate high school, you are supposed to have a certain amount of credits in order to graduate. So for example, just off the top of my head, like you're supposed to have, let's say, 80 credits by the time you graduate high school. So in order to graduate, you need to have 80 credits. And each class has credit score depending on the difficulty. So for example, AP Calculus will give you more credits than an art, some kind of like art class or PE class, right? So as you can see, each class in the classes array, each class has a number of credits that you can earn if you pass this class, right? And in the students array, we have the classes that each student is taking. So now we need to come up with a function that will calculate each student's credit that they have earned. But the catch here, because it seems very easy, right?
No,
It doesn't.
no.
Okay. Okay, so let's do a simpler way. Let's just calculate a total number of credits that a student can earn for the classes that they're taking. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do
okay. First of all, I should find credits in the class, yeah?
Yes.
Uh,
So each class has a number of credits that they offer, right? And each student has a list of classes that they're taking. So we just need to take,
and I should compare with the subject name, yeah? I think class name and subject names.
sure. I think they also have subject ID, but I'm not sure. Yeah, let's just do subject name
Okay,
because
Asel, sorry, you said that we need to, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but can you repeat? We need to find, okay, we have credits, I understood that, and then we need to,
so each class has a number of credits, right?
Okay.
That the student will earn once they finish with this class. So we need to calculate the number of credits that each student is getting.
okay,
So each student in the students array has a list of classes that they're taking. So we need to take that list of classes and calculate how many credits those classes will give to that student.
okay.
Okay.
So it is general, we need to calculate all the credits, the sum of the credits, right? The total.
Right. So yeah, but the output, let me show you the like sample output. 1 second, Sultan, let me get the control of your screen.
Yeah, okay. Approved right now.
Can you guys hear my husband singing on the background?
No.
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so the output of this function is an array of students. Oh, sorry. So with each student name, right? So let's say Aziza, right? And then the next property would be like total credit. And then let's say if Aziza took, I don't know, 4 classes and each one of them, let's say, offered 5 credits, then her total credit would be 20, right? So let's take a real student so you guys can at least compare to like a real student. So, okay, I'm gonna need somebody to tell me like a number of credits that each class is offering. So how many credits for math class?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and English?
2.
2. Okay, history?
3.
3. And art?
Art. Art.
2.
Art 2.
So that makes 10. So for example, this student, Alice Johnson, is supposed to have 10 credits, right? So how do we know that? It's because we know a list of subjects that the student is taking, and we know that each, we can check like each class's credit, number of credits that they're offering, right? So that's how we know that this student is supposed to have 10 credits by the end of the semester, okay?
Yeah.
So you just need to do like the same thing for all students. And then at the end of the day, you are supposed to have an array that looks something like this. Okay, for all students. All right. Let's comment this out so it doesn't interfere with your solution anywhere.
Okay.
And feel free to brainstorm it together, guys.
Geography.
I would first of all create the object of classes with the credits. For example, key name could be the subject name, and the value is how many credits are.
Just object, yeah. Okay.
Yes, empty object. So now we have to do push it everything. Like the key is a subject name.
In the classes, I should first of all take out class name and just credits, yeah, from the classes.
Yes, subject name. Yes, yes. Class name equals the credits.
How can I push elements for the object? It's just equals, yeah? I think.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're not pushing elements, you're assigning properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Assigning. Yeah. Class name, class underscore. Okay. Class name.
And then class dot score.
Why do you need number of students now?
Number?
Yes, you are like saying num students equals 0.
No, it's not for me. It's the other task.
Oh, sorry about that.
I don't know if we can forgive you, Maksat. Okay, so are you getting what you're expecting in the object?
Just moment, I can touch this one.
Sultan has emotional trauma from your question. Now he wants to delete everything.
Manipulate with the data. Okay. Let's just check. Can you see a browser?
Mhm.
Yeah, I got art 2 credits, computer
Mhm.
science, and right now I should compare with classes ID, the student's ID, and got some of the credits, yeah?
And
You can compare the subject name, just subject name.
yeah, and I would compare the key to subject name.
That sounds like a
Key.
good plan.
Yeah, I would just compare the subject, no, not subject name, but the key to subject name. Because we need,
Key subject name.
It's
In
class
my
name.
case,
Subject name, it's class name. Math, computer science, English. Your key now is a subject name, like math, English, geography. And if you go to the students, you can see that it also has, each of them has the subject names. And you can like compare if the subject name equals to the object dot key, not dot or dot, yes, object dot key, then
subject name, okay.
I guess you need one more for each.
Ah, yeah, subjects. I
Since
have it. Okay, okay. Subjects. Subjects. For each. Subject. Hmm. Subject. Subject name. Only class name.
I guess class dot class name is not gonna work here because it's inside of different function. You need to change the class dot class name.
I should change for what?
you can just write
You,
key, Asel, right?
you
No.
can do, for example, object dot key, and put it the object inside. Oh no, don't do it like this because it's gonna create a new array.
You need,
Hmm.
Still, am I right? That class one dot class name is not gonna work here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, just to make sure.
Oh, you need to find another way to reach into.
I guess so. What we can do, we can use it the same what we have in our student. Instead of objects, for example, we can do if object brackets. What was subject dot subject name?
It can be. Subject name. Okay. Find, not find. Or maybe find. It's okay.
So I'm
It's not gonna work because has-on property will not work here.
I'm gonna change all one, but it should be the same logic, I think.
okay. Yeah, I will remain silent and let you guys try and figure it out. I don't want to rush you.
Okay, plus. Just remove. So so and my scripts.
Asel, a quick question. Can we use the has here?
No, has is a method of
For the set?
Objects.
a set, yeah.
Whoa, what was it? I just forgot it for the object.
Has own property.
Oh, can we use it as own property?
No.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, but Asel, listen, then it is has-on property because then we need to just there's many, and we can put like 2 or 3, 4, 5. So you're gonna check everything like has property, name, for example. Okay, day I understand because you had just one day, right? But properties has, for example, math,
Mhm.
and it's almost it is of course, yes, of course it has. Then it will return us true. But
Mhm.
maybe next one, the science, and you're gonna write again, like if then also has a science.
I mean, I'm not saying you should use it.
I mean, we
I'm-
have to check, and it will be then we have to check everything with has-on property, or maybe we can just check everything, put once and check.
Yeah. So I'm not saying you should use it. It's just if you're asking me what's the equivalent of has for an object, it's has own property.
And Asel, why we cannot just put like object and array and just keys?
Object, array, and keys.
Yeah, inside object and inside the array and keys.
You can try.
It should give us keys, right? And then keys name is already subject name. Yeah, if it's equal to math, yes, okay. Then I don't know,
Of course.
but my logic says that one, and
If I tell you the answer, it will
No,
be
no, no. Don't tell me.
immediate
Don't tell
answer.
us.
That's why I'm purposefully giving you like very vague answers. So I'm not encouraging you or discouraging you from anything. I want you to come up with your own solution here, or try at least, and then I can start helping you. But I want you to suffer first.
first.
Yeah, you know me, the nicest person in the
Yes, yes.
world.
Plus.
Still a quick question. If I
Uh-huh.
want to assign the value of the object, just a value, for example, I created let result equals 0, and I want to assign the value of the object. How can I do it?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
For example, I have an object. This is what Sultan did. He created the object with key and values.
Right.
Art 2, English 2, like math 3. So now I like almost finished, and I need to assign that credit, the number of credit to my result. I have a like the variable result, which is where I just counting everything, plus, 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 plus. But instead of doing the plus, I wanna do like I just wanna sum everything. Yeah, sum all my credits.
I'm still not sure what you're asking. Can you show me? Can you send me what you have and what you want to assign to it? Is your result an object?
Okay, 1 second.
Uh-huh.
Let me try to do by myself.
Okay.
Aselia,
Yes.
I'm on the right way. Okay, for the second one, I got and compare with the class name and subject name. I got this one. For all is a class ID and class name.
Let's go back to your code.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I just sum everything, all the students' credits.
Well, it is something.
Yeah, I need to divide it.
So, Sultan, coming back to your question.
Asel, we need to only find the one student that has the name and then the credits, how many credits she has, right?
So we need to find
Student
Group
name.
of students.
we need to calculate all students' credits. So for example, for Alice Johnson, that would be 10, right? For the next student, that would be something else. So we need an array of all students with their total credit score.
Subject. Subject name.
So I'm not sure what you're trying to do with find, because you kind of have that information in your objects object. So, I mean, if you want, you can do with find, but then the first part of your solution is useless.
But how can I use the first function? Not the first classes objects in the second one.
I mean, you can still, yeah, you can still continue with what you have if you want. So right now you have each class, right? So what
Each
you're
class.
going to, so what's your strategy there? So you got each class, so now what's your next step?
Credits.
Mm-hmm.
classes. Student. Student. Subject ID. This classes plus subject name equals subject
Okay, let's see. What are you getting? Are you getting an error for some?
Yeah, I got sum of all credits, I think.
Okay.
53.
So
But,
welcome to my club.
Class
I highly recommend you to use hands-on property.
class ID equals subject ID. The same, but it's student name.
Object is not going to have that property because object doesn't contain any student names. It has a class name and a score.
Well, I would like it student name here. It's not possible.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can do that. Just make sure that it doesn't clash with line 363 with your object there. So you need to create like a new object.
Oh, maybe I can add here.
So right now you're still modifying your original object, which is line 363. And you don't want to do that. You can just create a new student object and modify that one.
New
Also,
student object, yeah.
yeah. Also, just, just be careful with the naming. If you just name your object as objects, it's not very efficient, right? Can lead to a lot of confusion.
Student name is subject.
Do you guys want help?
Hmm?
Do you guys
Do
want
you want help?
I
Hmm.
will
Okay.
help you.
Yeah?
Choice.
Or do you wanna
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah?
What I did, for example, you are keeping your sum globally. What will I do it? It's I will put inside of your function. Since
And
because every time if you put globally, it's gonna sum everything like all the students. But if you put inside of your student function, then it's gonna count only for one student. Then yes, for example.
yes, student, yeah. Or subjects.
No, for students, you need to count for student.
Okay. Okay.
I still couldn't finish it.
Mm-hmm.
If I can do it
So,
properly.
Marsat, did you get all students with their scores or no?
I get the yes, I got the credits, but I cannot get the names. Okay, I guess it's not the problem even. Can I just send you the code? You can see
Yeah.
it. If you will approve it, then I will share this one.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't add the names of students. I just created the array of credits. But I guess to add the name, it's not the problem.
Let's see. Um, yeah, that could work. But I would say that it's not the most efficient way to go about it. So, okay, so let's discuss the two ways that I think we can solve this question. And then Maksat, you will immediately see where I want you to change your code, okay? But yeah, you did get the array of credit objects at the end of the day, and you just need to add a name property there. That's it. So
What can I add? I tried like student, do I touch a student names, but it didn't work.
okay. Let's see. Let's solve it the way I
Ah,
and
sorry.
then okay. So let me
I
get
did
the
it.
control. Oh, I have control. Okay. So up until this point, so I like the idea of creating an object to store. Could you uncomment this?
Okay.
To store the classes and their credits, right? So this was a good start, very promising. Also, let's do not objects, but more like let's do subject to credit mapping, right? So it's like clear what kind of information this object contains, right? And here, subject to credit mapping. Okay, cool. Let's get
Asela, you wanna now show the best way to solve this problem?
I mean, I don't know if it's the best way, but it's one of the ways that I think that we can tackle this issue.
Maybe we can start with that, like with mine, like with the worst solution, and to compare it then after with a good solution.
I mean, I mean, so far you have not
I
great.
sent the correct. I sent you the last version with a name. I put it the name.
So my solution will be similar to what you currently have, actually, but it will use a different trick there. Okay, so
Okay.
let's get rid of that. Okay, so up until this point, you guys were doing well. So once you start looping through the subjects, right? I'm surprised that you guys didn't use the same trick that you used right here. To reach the subject, to reach the subject score. Okay, so what I'm saying is sum plus equals, right? Subject to credit, subject to credit mapping. Subject that.
Subject name.
Subject name. That's it. So now you have the credit for each student, the total credit. Does it make sense? So, Maksat, at this point, you went with has own property, and I don't see the point. Like you would use this method when you're not sure if object has that property. But in this case, we know for sure that it does have. We just need to reach to that property, right? So there is like more direct way to do it, like this.
I did the same, but I just added the Hazel property.
Yeah, but you don't need
It's
to
just
do.
to make sure, like double sure that I definitely has.
So, okay, so you don't need
Double
to
check.
check because you know for a fact that this subject to credit mapping, I mean, we did it in order to reach to the score directly. So we know for sure that this object has all the properties that we need, all the class properties. Okay? So you don't need to do like the extra thing of checking if it has that property because we put it there and we know that it's there. All right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't notice that after you checked the property that you also reached to the subject name. So that's good. Good job, Maqsad. Okay, so you have the sum.
Asel, sorry, please, can you console the sum?
Sure.
Like I got because
10, 10, 14, 7, 12.
Let's see.
mm-hmm.
10, 10,
10,
14,
10,
7, 12.
7.
Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to exit this loop, right? And then somewhere here or here, what should we name them? Student scores. And by the way, this should also be const. There is no reason for it to be let because you're not reassigning a new value to this object, you're just mutating the original object, so it's const. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now once you exit this array, so you just do student scores dot push. Right, and then we need student name. What's the student name? Right, and that would be student dot
Name.
name
Yeah, just
and what total what total.
Credits. Credits.
Mhm. Yeah, that's it. And then you would console log student scores, and you should have an array of students with their scores.
I told you it's not easy.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought that this will take like 5
no,
minutes.
we just don't know that we can compare the object value. And
for
But
that I
no.
didn't know what.
yes, that one is tricky because it is tricky because subject name actually it is also you are reaching the directly to name it math English, right, with values. So it means that subject credit mapping is also the value has math. Yes, so you are tricking there.
I mean,
Aye.
She
it's the
tricked
same.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also did like math 232, and that value you already Like, yeah.
I mean, that object is always the same, Sultan. You're just console logging it a bunch of times, but subject to credit mapping object is the same since we created it, right? We're just looking up into that object to get the score. That's it. So I mean, it's the same as what we are doing on line 366. We are reaching to dynamically to the key of that object, right? So on line 366, we're dynamically assigning the key. And on line 373, we're dynamically just extracting the value on the same key. So it's there is no complex operation there. You just need to realize that the same way you're assigning the key dynamically on line 366, exactly the same way you can extract the value under this key on line 373. That's it.
And but
And
you said
here we are comparing, yeah? Yes, I understood.
No,
We are
we
No,
are
no,
not
no,
comparing.
we're not comparing.
she's directly getting actually access.
Yeah. So we are accessing the value under this key. So for example, if the current, so we are looking through the subjects, right, Sultan?
Yeah.
Each subject has a subject name. So for example, if the subject name is math, so we are reaching to subject to credit mapping. Right? Under the key of math. Oh, sorry, I missed it a little bit. Yeah, so this is the same thing. So what is the value under the math key? It's probably, let's say 4, right? So what we're doing is we're summing it up to our sum value. So it was 0. So after we reach to math, we add 4 to it, right? And then the next one is, let's say, art. So the score for art is, for example, 3. So then we are adding 0 plus 4 plus 3, and so on until we go through all subjects. So we're not mutating this object or doing anything. We are just using this key, dynamic key, to read the value under this subject name. We're just reading it, reading the value. That's it. Okay? Is it clear for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So another way, it's not like really different, just a little bit. If you didn't create the object initially, then you would use a find method to find the class and then reach to the class's score to sum it up. If you want, I can also type that up for you guys.
1
Yeah.
second.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that would be, so let's say we don't have that object, right? So how would we go about solving this part? So let's delete. I don't know why my internet is so slow today. It's impossible to do anything. Okay, so then we would do, was it classes array? What's that class name? Was it class name, guys? Oh, we cannot do class, right?
Is
Let's do subject.
Jealous.
Hmm?
Jealous.
Oh, yeah, too late.
You
Subject.
can add to subject because it's subject, it's above.
Oh, it's okay because we're in the scope right now. But yeah, that's um, was it class name, guys? In the classes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, class name up is equal to what is equal to sub. Oh, okay. Now I see what you mean. Okay, let's
Jealous.
CLS is equal to subject dot
Subject.
and subject name.
Yes.
Okay. So then we get our current class, right? So then we just do sum plus equals current dot score. Is it, oh, credits, right? And
Check. Current credits, yes.
and it will be the same, exactly the same result. Sultan, could you run it for us, please?
Can I do just class dot credits
What do you mean?
without assign? I mean, like without creating like new variable current, can I just do the classes dot credits?
Classes dot credits. Wait, what's the error there?
Subject to credit mapping, it's not defined.
Are we
Sure.
using it somewhere? Why is it not defined if we literally... Oh, can you put a space there after const? Okay. Maksat, sorry, what was your question again?
My question was, oh, this one is incorrect, you see? It's
Why
12,
12?
12, 9, 12.
12, 12, 12, 9, 12. Was it a different result before?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was
10.
10, 10, 14, 7, 12.
Uh-huh. So let's see. Let's see.
Definitely should be 10. Do you remember before starting this exercise, we counted total for the first student, it was 10 for the others.
Oh, right. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's see if we get the correct current. Mm-hmm.
Why all one it's 101?
Uh-huh. But we're not looking at IDs, so don't worry. Math, English, history, art, math, science. So looks correct. And we do have credits. Interesting. Let's go back to our code. Let's see what went wrong there. So students.
I know what's the problem.
Mhm.
Credit.
Delete the line 365 and 366.
Why?
Right? Because
It's not affecting us in any way because we're not using it anywhere.
we are not using it. Okay, you're not using it. Okay.
In my mind,
My
this should
problem
be
in the find
Can you repeat one more time, Aziza? Sorry.
Problem is in the find, because
Find
In
plus
the find?
positive.
the find is not finding the
Maybe equals
I think
equals.
I think it's finding the right ones. Hold on, let's check. Let's go back to our students array. Not classes. Students. Okay, so Alice Johnson is supposed to have math, English, history, and art, right? So now let's do this. Now let's console log.
One by one? You wanna console log each time sum?
Let's console log student and then see for each student. So now for Alice Johnson, and let's go back to UI.
Okay.
Why are you not using debugger? Debugger is very useful too.
Yeah, we can. So for Alice Johnson, we are supposed to have math, English, history, and art. That's correct.
Right now we have correct answers. 10, 10, 14, 7, and 12. It's correct.
Oh,
Before
okay.
you put just one equal, and right now it's 3 and it's working.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks so much. Yeah, that's the mistake. So we need to use a comparison. I think I reassigned it accidentally.
that is find one also easy, because it is very easy to remember. Not to remember, but the also easy. But in the object, I get confused because of I need to also compare the key and value and how you can get an access to a second object value. You know, like you get confused. But this one is also easy. Of course, it's tricky. It's like a chord. I mean, you can remember always and memorize it, but this one is more logic. You don't have to memorize it. It is
Mm-hmm.
you just go to
So
class.
Celia,
Yes.
back to my question, can we delete the const current instead of assigning new variable? Can we just do like classes dot credits? Can you delete this one? Delete it. And sum instead of current
Sultan,
in line 3 instead of
Oh, sorry.
no, not here.
I mean,
In
I did it.
line
Sorry,
373, can you please delete the current?
Mm-hmm.
Current? No, just current,
Mhm.
not sum, just current. And instead of current, put classes.
No, because classes is still array. So it's not gonna work. But what you can do is
Classes still
it's an array. So unless you
array.
store the result of the find somewhere, it will not work. But what you can do is you can do sum
you can return the right away.
false that what was that?
Credits.
Credits?
Yeah.
So probably that could work. Let's try.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to like assign it to a value, but I would assign it, to be honest. I don't think that this is very readable. This like it's not very clear what we're doing here. But if you store it in a variable and then do what we did, that's a better way.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting, really. Kind of like math.
So yeah, it's a multi-step solution, right? But well, not really multi-step. It's still only like 6 lines, but yeah, it's good that you guys were able to solve it. So this idea is also good. And also, I think here, like you could just do reduce. Let's rewrite it with reduce instead of for each. So then it would be classes that reduce. So what does reduce expect as a parameter?
2 functions, callback and accumulator.
Oh, so callback, right? And current value. Oh gosh, it's so current. Okay. Oh, sorry, not initial value. So in our case, that would be an empty object. So how about callback? What would go inside the callback? Hmm?
The accumulator. And
Hmm? And current, right? So how do we accumulate
Accum,
all of the classes?
accum,
Mm-hmm.
um, accum, um, array, like, right? And
Square
current.
brackets. Please don't say array because this is really
Yeah, I mean, yeah, curly bracket and current.
square brackets. Okay.
Oh my God. Current and equal to current dot, I don't know, dot what we're gonna do, like credits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like that?
I don't know. Yeah, it should be like that.
no, I also forgot it about the reduce, to be honest,
Yeah,
how to use
maybe
this object.
class name.
Okay, good catch, Sita. What else?
Dot class name.
Yes, then we will get
So
it.
the
Yeah. So we
Return, yeah, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
return accum.
Mm-hmm. Good job, so guys. Good. Okay. So now let's console log subject to credit mapping to make sure that we.
I forgot everything about this.
This is a very
I don't
powerful.
yeah, I don't remember about the queue.
Yeah.
Mhm. So whenever you need to create a variable and then go through like an array and push or store something in that variable, like remember that you can always just use reduce. And once you get used to reduce, like you will see it everywhere. Like you will see opportunities to use reduce everywhere.
Asel, can you please just explain me how was it? The line 364.
Mm-hmm.
Accum, the brackets current dot class name.
Uh-huh.
Why accum is outside? Why current inside? Why it's not vice versa? I just forgot everything.
Yeah, it's not
What to
So
choose.
accumulator is our object where we are storing, right? Because the initial value for the accumulator is right here. It's an object. And current is the current element. So maybe you're confused with current, let's say element, or better yet, let's do CLS. Okay. So because accumulator is an object, we are creating a key dynamically, just like we did with for each. It's the same thing. So it will be CLS. We are dynamically creating a key inside that accumulator object, and we are assigning the value to CLS credits. Okay,
So
so
we don't have here initial value, right?
yeah, here.
We don't have it. Oh, it's not initial value, it's just value. Oh, it's just
initial
object.
value, it's initial value for the accumulator. So on the
It's
first
just the
loop,
object.
yeah, so that on the first loop, it knows that it's supposed to be an object because the accumulator can be anything. And if you don't pass initial value in the reduce, so it will take initial value for the accumulator as the first element inside classes array, and then things will go wrong.
So that initial value, we can say that it's like let object equals to the empty objects like this, like we
Exactly.
usually create.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we can say like initially we created the empty objects and we check this, we have it, this key and value.
We're not checking.
It's
We're
yes,
just
we are assigning. We are assigning. Okay.
yeah. And because it's a callback, we just need to return accumulator so that callback returns something. Otherwise, it will return undefined.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I found your weak spot. So it means that you guys will be doing a lot of reduce from now on. Okay. Good. Any questions about this whole thing? No? All clear? Okay. Good. Let's take.
Oh, it was really good. It was really good.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud of the different ways that I find to make your life difficult. I live for this.
I think it would be great for us just to have like 2 classes, new subject. I don't know, for me personally. And 4 days just practice like this, with algorithms. Then we would be learn much more efficient way and better and smarter than just listening the class, but less practice, But most things you can actually find on the internet, like what's the data structure now. That a bunch of videos that explains much more better than teachers, but practice is not enough. I feel that practicing with someone would be, it is like tricky, I didn't know that you could just get direct access from object to an object, It was very surprising for me.
Well, I'm glad that we're learning
New
something new.
experience, Yeah.
Well, are you guys ready to take a short break
Yes.
before I make your life even more difficult? All right. So we unfortunately have only 1 hour left. So let's do like a 10-minute break. And then Sultan, maybe you want to continue sharing for the second half because we don't have much time left.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. So see you guys in 10 minutes, get some coffee, and see you soon. Okay. Are you guys back with me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So now let's go back to the initial task that you guys were supposed to get in the beginning of the class. So right now we have calculated the score. It's not score, it's what is it? The total credit.
Credits. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep calling it a score. So we have total credits for each student, but just because the student is enrolled into class doesn't mean that they get the credit, right? They will get the credit only if they pass the class. And we know that students have their score. So for example, Alice Johnson has 40. Her score is 40 for math class. Her score is 85 for English. So probably she's failing math. So she will never get the credit for math class, right? She might get the credit for English class because her score is quite high for English. So we need to compare the minimum score of each class with the score that our student has received and only calculate the credits that they have actually received if they pass the class, not just because they're enrolled into one. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
think we did this task in the last class. Doubt, yeah?
Yes, we
did.
did a task whether to find out whether a student has passed the class or not.
Yeah.
And we did an exercise just now where we're calculating the total score, right? So now we need a score, like we need a credit if the student has passed the class, which I want to say should be easy, but I'm not gonna say that anymore.
First of all, um, right now we have score, and
Right now we have total credits no matter if the student passed the class or not, right? So
yeah.
to modify it a little bit to find out whether a student has passed the class or not. And only if they have passed the class, we want to add their credit.
Okay, I got. For example, Elise Johnson math score 40. Minimum score to pass 65.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I should remove credits from his side, yeah?
I mean, you should never add it if she didn't pass the
Yeah,
class.
yeah, okay. Just
So you wanna do by yourself or you need help?
just give me 5 minutes, okay?
Take
5 minutes.
your time.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Such score. With subject score. Object, subject name. Subject score. Second kill. Current. Current. Okay. Now I have.
Not gonna work.
No, I know, but I just reference object is identified. I should change. Hmm. 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 Objects. Hmm.
Taylor, please can you check for my code?
Mm-hmm.
But the answers could be different because do you remember last time we changed the scores by ourselves?
Yeah, no worries.
Plus credits. Also locked. Okay. Here I have minimum score.
Yeah, that should work, Marcel.
Yes. Subject score. Minimum score.
Oh, I made a mistake.
Mm.
I don't need the fine. Okay.
Some.
So then I think you muted yourself.
Yeah, I know, but somebody.
Is it because you were cursing at us?
What?
Is it because you were cursing at us?
No. Minimum subject score object. Yeah, Celia, I got the answer for these questions for the task.
So let's see. So you're comparing subject score. So the student score in this case, right? If the student score is bigger than what's object?
Object, it's has only minimum score of to pass all the
Got it.
class.
But are you comparing it to the subject name?
Subject name? Subject name I have here. Current class.
No, on line 379 in square brackets. Why is it subject that subject name? Because under the subject name you are storing the minimum score.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Yeah, looks good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. You guys could just modify the function that we have. Where is it? Where is the previous function from the previous question?
I put here this one.
So here you could just modify it a little bit. No, comment out line 474 to 483. 474.
7-4, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't need 472 because we're not using it.
Yeah, I just copy paste here and modify here.
Yeah, but we
Later.
don't need to
Okay.
have that object there. What I mean is you could just change it a little bit. 1 second, let me get the control.
Yeah.
So here we already found the current class, right? So you could just say if current class that minimum score is so we need to compare the two subject dot. So if it's less than subject dot score, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, we do this. Could you move this line?
Okay.
Inside
I
there?
guess it's supposed to be more, right? Not less.
No, if
It
the
should be
minimum
less.
score is less than the student score. If it was vice versa, then it would be more.
Yes. It's supposed to be more, right?
No, because we're comparing minimum score on the left-hand side.
Yes, you are saying if it's like less than minimum score, then add. It's supposed
No.
to be keep.
The student score is on the right-hand side. So the student score should be bigger
Okay.
than the minimum.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay? So let's see, this should give us the same answer.
Okay, just a moment.
I just think it's less hassle because you don't have to rewrite the whole function.
Yeah.
Are they identical?
The same.
Yep. That's it.
Wow.
So I thought that you guys will just start modifying this function, but
But question, Asel, why you are saying that we are not using the 469 and stuff?
Yeah, we're not using it. We were using it in our other kind of solution, but in this current solution, we're not using it.
I have a question. So in line 479, we are saying current class, that minimum score to pass. How we understand that current class is classes? It's because we did equal to find or what?
The class is fine, yeah.
Yeah, because
Can you console.log current classes on after the line 478?
sure.
Can you
478.
show?
Because if everything it returned to a current class name.
And that's
That's
also
it.
clear for you. Let's also do student technique. Okay, let's go. Let's see current class.
Class and name.
So we see all classes for Ellis Johnson. We see all classes for Bob Smith, Charlie Lee, etc. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, it's correct because you are just finding, you are not returning anything, but
So find method is going to return an object that fits the criteria that we set in the callback function. In the callback function, we are saying that in the classes array, you need to find a class with the same name as the current subject's subject name. So we are saying that we are looping through each student's subjects array, the subjects that they're taking, right? And for each subject, we are finding the appropriate class in the classes array. Does that make sense?
yeah. Because we just got confused because it's two different array, and now I can see that first you just looping the student, and then inside the student you are looping the classes in the up. You're getting access inside the second one, and you are directly asking if classes has this subject name. Of course it has, and then it you know the find doesn't return anything. That's why you are getting answer current class within full of array.
The find?
Yeah.
Find will return an object. It's not true that it doesn't return anything. Find method will return an object.
Okay.
So it returns a class object. So each class that we have in this classes array, we are checking it. And if the class name matches with the class that the student is taking, then it will return this whole object.
Can you please go back to the browser?
Yeah, can you go to? I think because Asel, as you say that, okay, it returns what it find it, what is matched to an subject name, okay? Okay, that's understand. But if it's not matched, so it doesn't return. It means that your code is still modified. I mean, mutated.
What do you mean my code is still mutated?
Okay, wait. If it's dot to cred, you are getting mini score pass 60. Are you sure that you are getting all these mini pass scores?
Of course.
Okay. We have something that's very invisible but very logical thing that's happening there.
I mean, guys, it's It's the same thing that we just did
Yes,
with
yes, yes.
one extra if condition. That's it. Like,
No, I mean, it means like we don't understand the previous one. It's
yeah,
not,
that's
it's not the question that you see at the if. I guess it's like before we did the same, but we didn't understand how. That's why we asked it again.
yeah. So I guess you guys are not realizing what's happening on this line.
Yeah, we need the console log. We needed the console log, you know, and then we console log the current class, okay, and then dot mini score pass and subjects. Yes, it's we understood, but just it's invisible, you know. I saw that like current class. I saw like okay, if it defined returns something, it means that it only returns the subject is so it is matched with class name, right? If it's not if it's not matching, so it will not return. Okay, that I got. Okay, now I understand.
So if find doesn't find anything, it will probably return undefined.
Mhm.
But in this case, like we know that it's gonna find the class that we're looking for. So in this line here, the current class is coming from the classes array. So let me explain once again what's happening here.
We understood, Marcel. We understood. Okay,
Let's
can
go
I put it one more time?
Let's go over. So we're looking through each student, right? At this point, we have access to each student object. Then we are going inside students subjects array, right? So we are going here in the students subjects and we are looping through each subject, okay? And we are saying, because this subject doesn't have all the information that we need, it only contains information about this student's basically score, right? But we also need the subject's minimum score to pass and this subject's credits, right? So now we need to find, we are using the find method and we are saying, hey, loop through the classes array. Where is the classes array? So you need to loop through the classes array, this array, and you need to find a class that matches the name of this subject. So for example, on the first loop, internal loop, I mean, on the first loop, the class name is math. So we are going to this classes array. We are using find method to find this class object. And this class object has all the information that we need. It has, for example, the credits. That's how we got the credits on the initial solution. And now it also has minimum score to pass, which we need in order to get information of like whether the student has passed the class or not. That's why we need access to specifically to this class object. And that's what find function will return to us. So on the first loop, it will go to the first student and first student's first subject. So first subject is math. So we use this name to compare to names inside this array. We find math, we find identical name. So we take this object and we use minimum score to pass and credits information in order to get the result that we're getting. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Good. Maksad?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you go to code, Asel? I want to see what's going on one more time. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I was surprised when you guys started doing like using the previous function from the previous week, because I thought that you will just, since we already have the class, right? So all the information is right there. You don't need to go anywhere else or do anything else. So you just need to use that information efficiently. So just like we did here, how do you think we got the credits? Because we have access to the class object, to the whole object, right? So that's how we got the credits. So now, using exactly the same logic, we're just comparing it to minimum scores before we add the credits. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, Asel, yours is very logical because yours is very logical. Yeah, because you are right. You are actually right. We already have an access to subject, you know. Then just put the score in.
So you don't need to loop through again and get the minimum scores and so on and so forth, right? So it's just too much hassle for one small if statement. Yeah.
Wow.
So it means that when we were solving this whole thing, it means that you still didn't understand our first solution if you're struggling with the second part of it, because the second part is really small, right? So if you're struggling with it, it means that you didn't fully understand this whole thing.
Now I
Which
have now we understood. I don't know what about others, but I understood 100%.
And I mean, it's not your fault, it's my fault that I didn't explain it clearly what's happening here. Yeah, that's why you struggled with the second part. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Everyone is so quiet now. Are you guys reevaluating your whole?
Let's go further. Let's solve like more.
Let us solve one more and
I have a really good one.
really, oh my God. Dawood, are you okay?
Yep. Yeah, figure out what's going on.
Are you okay?
Long time.
So yeah, it's a good one. It's somewhat similar to what we did just now, so it shouldn't take us that much time. So now I want you guys to come up with a function that will calculate the average score, not credit, average score for each class. What I mean is we have an array of classes here, right? Okay. So what I want you to do is to this array of classes, I want you to add average score property.
Okay.
Makes sense. Of all students.
Score. So what is an average score? How do you calculate an average? So
First,
let's
first we need
Plus all the scores and divide with all the
Right.
students.
yeah. So let's say 3 students takes this math class and one student score is 30. Another student has scored 40. and another student has scored 50, right? So we sum it up, which is 120, and then we divide it by 3,
3.
right? This is the number of
Student
students.
dot length.
And yep, and this is how we get 40. Yeah. So, and I want you to add this average score property to each class. Okay. And calculate the average score for each class by looking at, again, the student's subject data. Okay, so it's somewhat similar to what we just did in a way that, I mean, the logic is different, but the approach is somewhat similar. So
You say that we need to find the average of the score each student, right?
No,
no,
not classes.
Classes?
so no. We don't need average score for each student. That would be super easy. What we need is we need to find out what's the average score for each class. And that's very different than average score for each student. Because average
Mhm.
score for each student, that would be just basically 40 plus 85 plus 88 plus 93 divided by 4, right? That would be an average score for Alice Johnson. But we don't want her average score. We want an average score for each class. It means that we need to find out which students are taking this class, math, what is their individual score, and then we need to divide that sum of all their individual scores in math class by the number of students that are taking this class.
My God, Asel.
It sounds like because I mean explaining the assignment is longer than solving it actually. So
Yeah, you just need to find the object of
Find
solve
the
sums.
same find, and if it's matched, then
I'm gonna remain quiet for like 10 minutes. I want to give you guys some space to brainstorm it without my interference, okay?
Okay.
But please try to solve it together, like brainstorm.
I still I don't remember the question.
Maybe we should write this down. Do you guys want to write this down? I mean, the general question is to just find the average score for each class.
Okay.
That's the task.
Sultan, what are you trying to find?
At first, I would like to compare with the class name and subject name. Yeah, I'm in the right way.
So for what you want to compare the class name and subject name?
To take score of the class, not for the students of the class, because
In my mind, I was thinking maybe we can create a new object, let's say with all the subjects and the maximum scores. I'm not sure am I right or not. Like, for example, like some scores, let's say like some scores
Because we need to only find out how many average score in classes, not in the students, right?
Yes. Subject object. What's subject object? Okay.
Empty
I was
subject.
let's change the variable name like sum scores. What I want to do is calculate the maximum, the sum of the each classes. Okay, and then after like line 3, 6, 7. No, it's fine. It's fine. We need students. Instead of find, maybe we can do like sum scores brackets. Delete this one. Yes, sum scores brackets. Subject.
Dot.
Yes, that subject name. But it will give us only subject that score. But we need to multiply that subject that score always. Maybe we can do the if sums, yes, put everything inside, sum score, subject, that subject name, yes, without equal to subject, and delete equals to subject, yes. If we have this, let's say, and close the brackets. Oh yeah, we did it. If it's true, then sum scores subject, that subject name plus, right? Subject name, subject. What I want to do is like calculate the all math scores of all students. For example, if like 5 students taking the math class, I want to calculate their own the total math score for all students.
Subject score,
Subject
yeah.
name
Subject
equals to
One.
not 1. We need
But
subject dot score. Subject dot score, but this will assign us and not it's not summing.
It's not decreasing actually, it's just assigning.
Is assigning, yes. How can we increase it?
plus. No. Plus equals, no.
This will give us just assigning, but this one, what you did now, it's supposed to be for else condition. You see? Can you add else in 370 else? Yes, and put everything what you did above in 369. Yes, like if you don't have that subject, then do this. But if we have it, then we need to sum. This one is good. We need to change the line 369. It's not supposed to assign, it's supposed to be sum. How we can do it? Just
Well, like +1.
y1.
So you are directly assigning to an object, and same time you are increasing the value, right?
I mean saying if we have mass, for example, if we have mass,
Yes, 40.
then yes, 40. Then we have to add 78 plus 95 plus 95 and like increasing all the mass scores. We need to find the sum of the mass.
Yeah, I understood. Okay.
Yes, but how we can implement?
Okay.
Like this? No, we need else condition. Since our sum scores now is empty. That's why we need else condition, yes. At the beginning, initially, our sum scores is empty. That's why we need else condition. Okay, it's supposed to work like it. Let's do like this. So now, let's check. We have, you see, check the last one. The last one. Last one. We have all the scores of each subject. So now what we can do, we need to divide each subject to how many students are taking these classes. So it's our next step. Okay.
Maybe we
Then
can
need
just
to find-
counter. Let's counter.
You want to count how many students has for each classes? And you want to divide to counter, right?
Yeah. Subject. Subject. Or just
You cannot divide subject dot score because it's not the key. Our key is subject dot subject name. Subject dot subject name supposed to be.
subject is not defined. Okay. Subject. Maybe
But yes, subject dot subject name, it's our key. Sum scores subject dot subject name divided by counter.
again subject.
Subject name. But I guess it's not a good idea to do this.
Can we assign it? It's possible. Or
Yeah, but
just no. It's
so what I want to say, so we have now the object of the classes is maximum scores. Is it not maximum, is a total scores. Okay, so what we can do now, we can do
Maksat, why we cannot do subject dot subject name and divisible by
we can try like this, okay.
I don't know, but it's kind of like
no subject is not defined here. Where I should write subject? This is
subject dot subject name.
No, where? In which brackets? Here it's not defined.
Because you are doing outside, right?
Outside,
That's
yes.
why.
Yeah. Maybe here, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Can you just console.log the counter? I want to see the counter.
Yeah.
For me, because counter, it does make sense. It's just counting the all students. It's not dividing into, you see, it's 11. So it means like it's just counting the how many classes were taken totally. how many subjects taken. If, for example, here it's 4, right? And if we go to the another student, no, the counter is not gonna work here. What I would suggest, huh?
Well, sorry, what are we dividing the score by what? What we're supposed to be divided to?
The total score we're supposed to divide by the total
Lengths.
students who, yes, total students for each subject. I mean, like if like 2 students were taking the math, we need to divide total score for 2 students.
But can we divide it in the same line, but like first able to find the dot students, like in maybe other objects, sum or array?
Yeah, this was my idea as well. I was thinking to create another new object and put the total students. So
Yeah,
what
and
we did
divide it
now,
in the same lane, right?
yes, was like my idea. You can do the same, copy everything, copy paste everything.
We could just maybe write one more for loop and count with this total student name. And okay, we can write the object. Maybe that the first one may be shortest, I don't know.
My idea was creating 2 objects. One object will be the total of scores, and another will be total of students. And I will just divide total of scores to total of students, but for each subject. That's why we created the object.
Okay, let us.
That was my idea.
Total of students, yeah?
Yes, total students. You can say total students of each subject. Total students.
Wow, so long name.
And I just total students.
This is so funny.
So now we have to calculate the total students for each subject. How many students we have? We can actually we can do it here. Yes. If maybe we can add another if else condition. Yes. If total students
What did you say?
if let's write down if
After if,
no
yeah?
no it's another if. Yes, if total students
Students.
brackets wait how we can calculate the total students?
Because we need an access there too. That's why I said maybe we need one more for loop. I don't know.
For loop where?
Oh, wait. We actually did for each for students. Let's delete this.
Student.name.
Let's delete this. Yes, go outside of subject. Yes, use here. Yeah. Yes, here. We can do separately. So if
student dot
student no, not student, sorry. Yeah, student class name, right? We need class names.
class name.
Class name. Yes. Then we need curly brackets. Curly brackets. Copy everything. Total student's class name.
The student's class name?
Yeah. It will
Yes, it's our key. Key is class name. Plus. Yes, plus. Else, if we don't have it, else
be 1.
copy everything and equals to 1. Okay, let's just console log the sum scores and total students. Yes, copy this console log boss and see. Yeah, total students. Let's go to the browser. It's undefined.
I mean, how you trying to find in a students for each the class name? It's from the class array, not from the students array.
Oh, yeah. It's class array, not student array. Okay.
Make this
So
class
that's
class
yes.
for each.
Yes. This is student array. We need to do class for each. You see, it is students array. Yes, we have to do the same, like totally different for the classes.
Yeah.
I'm totally sure Asel now like will give us the more easy solution.
Yeah, like I thought also like we need that one more for loop to get an access to.
Let's see the browser. Why it's only one sentence? That's a problem. We need the we don't have the students here.
Oh my god. Funny, it is so funny.
Okay, I got you. Inside of our array of students, we need to do the for each classes, right?
I mean, I think we already did it in before tasks, like compare the classes name with the student, the subject names. It already be supposed to be there. Yep. But not the find, because the find is gonna bring us the whole object.
Filter.
I have no idea.
We can use reduce.
Or reduce, yeah.
Yes, what we did before. Reduce. Let's do reduce. Reduce. So what we need accumulator,
Current and then
current, and initial should be the empty objects. Okay, let's open new function here. Yes. Accumulator, curly brackets. No, just brackets. Yes. What was it? CLS dot class name. Equals to
Subject and subject name.
no CLS. No, we just need to like plus plus, right?
yeah.
Plus, but
I
in this
think
case we don't need object if we are just plus.
Need object since because we need to assign the value for each classes.
Yeah. We need the object. So it will
But
be,
how we can implement this one?
but we can still need to use the if, right?
I
You're gonna
think
increase the
Yeah, let's copy the everything what was we did it. No, not here. From the line 367
Huh?
to yes and put inside of our function. But we need to just change the names.
class name we need to change.
Instead of total students, gonna be yes. Okay. Okay. And let's change from instead of doing the const current class, the line 3 is it's not current class, it's total students. Const total students. Just rename the current class to total students, yes. And then here and delete please that empty object. Go upper. Scroll upper. The line 364.
64.
364, yes, delete total students. 36. Yes, delete this all of them. Delete all of them. And then total students as well. Yes, this one. Empty. Okay. But we need to return our readers.
Total student.
Why the total students are not below? It's not gonna work. We need to call that or what?
Because it's inside the function scope and you're trying to use it on line 384, which is outside of the function scope.
Yes, I understand it.
I think what Sultan been trying to do in the beginning, it was the right, where is the accumulator class name equals to the subject name. Not here. Where is the plus?
But look at the
Like
if class name equals subject name, they are
not that
just
equal
plus.
the one like remember what you the copy paste from the find the method.
Oh, yes.
Like
Yes.
it's already
Yes.
answer was there. You just should change it to the reduce and that's it. You already have the answer. Yes, you don't need the if else here.
So you want to say that this is how we can achieve our classes, right?
Yes, like you already have like total classes of each class. Like
Yes, it makes. It makes sense. That is right.
so you don't need the if else here. Like or maybe you need the
Okay,
wait,
I cannot even catch up because we are deleting and putting new.
cancel like I don't know.
Let's do it like the Dawood said. I guess Dawood is right. We don't need if else because like we are already achieving the necessary classes. So
No, it
only
was
what we can.
yeah.
If you copy paste that from the previous assignment, maybe it might be easier for you.
Previous.
The find one. 398, yes. The main idea was this is how we achieve to our current class, you see?
Yeah.
So what's our idea is to achieve our current class.
We don't need reduce here.
We
I-
actually need reduce.
Yeah, we need reduce, but just change the find with the reduce and
Yeah.
put the like you already did it in the yes, you already did it's 370. You already have it. Can you see that? But not not that equal, just one. Just one. Yes. Can you please
Why?
check?
You are just assigning subject name.
Is it?
It looks like math equals to math.
What equals to what?
I mean, like the result is if you console.log this one,
Yeah,
370, it's gonna be math equals to math, no?
I don't know. Just
Yeah,
let's.
it's you are right, Maksat. It's you are just resigning, so it will be, if you console log, it will be math, will be key, and value will be also math. So
Oh, the class. Oh,
The idea was it's like to count how many students are taking the math. Oh my God, it's so simple. It's very simple, and we cannot
that's
solve it.
what I'm
How we
trying
gonna
to say
find the
too.
job? Uh,
I thought
Mass students.
How are you guys doing?
The
I have
second
emotional
students too.
breakdown.
Sultan,
Oh,
did you delete that method which Acelia is already used, but with the reduce? It was somewhere.
no.
Where is this? Can you
Do you
find?
guys want to keep it as a homework, maybe?
Here is this. Like, let's see. What is the? What did that show us this reduce? Maxa, do you remember?
yeah, reduce just showing like assigning, you know, like we cannot push the object, but reassign the object, the value, like, you know.
I've been sold something
Yeah,
like
yeah, this one is kind of like if the answer, if you call console the vacuum, it will be like object, it will be class name. Here is the math, it is key, and credits will be like 3 value. Yeah, if you console log vacuum, you will get that.
Oh,
I mean, yeah. So it's kind of just, we are just finding out how many the values. Math is 3, geography is 2.
sorry, Maxa, my idea was not that good at all.
What is?
I understand, but it's too late. Okay, I guess it's gonna be our homework, right? I said
What's that?
it's gonna
Yeah,
be our
can we have
homework.
it at the homework, please?
If you want, sure. Yeah.
Yes, please. At least we have something to do.
Well, okay, the question is, we need to find out. Oh my God, I cannot remember the question. Oh my God.
Just
Average score for
Average
class.
average score per class, okay?
Acelia, just in
Yeah.
case, can you please show us what is supposed to be like example of
Of course.
Like,
I'll-
can you write, you know, I mean, how the
Yeah, sure. So the output should be the modified classes array with average score property, right? And let's find out who is taking, wait, which class is it? Math, okay. So can you guys help me out here? We have Alice Johnson. Oh, I need someone to write this down. Okay, so I will be saying it and you guys write this down. So Alice Johnson has a score of 40. Bob has score 78. Charlie has a score of 87.
Oh, sorry.
It's 95. It's 95, not
To
87.
calculate everyone? Okay.
95, right? Not 87.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 and 85.
So Eve, one second, I think I need my
I want to
calculator.
confirm with Asel.
So hold on. So
Well,
Eve has 85 plus
95.
what's 95?
The math score of the previous student. Can you scroll up?
Okay.
One more. 95, not 85. See?
95 plus 95 plus let's see.
Scroll down. scroll down, not up, scroll down
No, I'm going from
from the sketch.
yeah, 70.
40 plus 78 plus 95
Plus 85.
plus
Wow.
85.
You guys were supposed to be helping me and not confusing me. Okay, so I have total score of 298. And we have 4 students, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay, so I divided by 4. And the average score for math is 74.5. So 74.5. Do you guys want to do it for the whole array or one score is enough?
Yeah, I understand the task. Asel, I've been saying just can you write the output in the console? What is supposed to be shown? The name, how it's supposed to be shown. So I understand
The
what.
output is exactly this. It's going to be a modified classes array. So you
Oh,
modify the
We need
classes
to add for the classes.
I got it.
average.
Okay.
That's why I'm putting average score
That's
here.
all, and that's all, Asel?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
Why we
But you
been
told me,
creating
Asel.
new objects, guys?
No, but Asel, when I said the first time that we need to just, and you said, no, it will be too easy. And I thought that,
No, because no, Aziza, what you said is average score for each student, which is not true. Average score for each student is different.
okay.
Average score for each student is just 40 plus 85 plus 88 plus 93 divided by 4. That would be average score for each student. For Alice Johnson, that would be the average score, which is not what I want.
What I thought, actually, we have to like create the new object where is the name of class and the average score like to the value of the.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you have to create a new object or not, a new array or not. Your main struggle is to get this.
Not only for one subject, but for also another subjects, right?
Yeah. If you figure out how to do this,
Mhm.
adding a property or creating a new array, it doesn't matter. It's literally one line of code.
Okay,
Right.
at least can you just say I was thinking right way or not? I was thinking to create 2 objects with the total students for each subject, with the total scores for each subject, and then divide it. Was it the right way? Was what I was trying to do all of this time?
I wouldn't create a new object. I don't think that's necessary.
But it is still possible, right?
Yeah, it's possible to solve it in that way. If it's easier for you. The best way is the way that you can come up on your own, right? That's the best solution. Like the solution that you can write down, that you can understand, that's the best solution for you. So I would suggest you guys take your own approach on this one. Yeah, and if you want, we will keep it as a homework.
Yeah, and it should be, we need to create new after teacher ID, right?
Just add a new property. Yeah.
Any place or
In an object, you cannot choose a place where you add the property.
Yes.
You just add it. Object chooses where the property goes.
It's because I know that we don't have order.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
okay, thank you.
So have fun.
Thank you.
Next class we can discuss your solutions.
Thank you so much, Asel.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Don't
you.
hate.
Thank
See
you.
you next Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.